Well, we all knew this day was gonna come. This is gonna be a challenge. Guten Tag, ciao, barev, ahoy, zdravo, hershindetje, bonjour, alo, and welcome back to my channel, everybody. If you guys are new here, my name is Nush and I make reactions here on YouTube. And today we're going to be continuing on our Eurovision 2024 series that will be held in the city of Malmö, Sweden on the 7th till the 11th of May. Now that we have the 37 songs that are out for this year's contest, it is that time of the year where I give you guys my top rated songs. However, if you have been following this season, this has been an incredible year in terms of just the quality, the talent, the musicality. There's a lot of energy going on this year. So when doing a top 37, I don't really see the point of it because, let's be honest, there is a lot of songs in the lineup that I could see potentially winning this contest. And there is so many songs this year that I've been playing on repeat and listening to. As there's no point in me really doing a top 37, I will give you my top 15, and I also have some honorable mentions within there. And speaking of playing songs on repeat, that takes us to our affiliate sponsorship of this video. If you're like me and love a bit of karaoke, but don't necessarily like to always get up on stage because you're a little bit nervous, you are now able to do this from the comfort of your homes. Singa Karaoke allows you to sing karaoke anywhere, anytime, at any place. You are able to download this from your mobile devices, on the web, Android TV, Apple TV, you name it. Got all the best songs, constantly updated library of high quality karaoke songs from timeless classics to latest hits, including Eurovision bangers. They are continuously adding songs from this year's contest on there. Hundreds of themed sing lists, so you can find the right songs for every single moment. High definition background videos, transposition, guided vocals, smart queue, which means you can add more songs to the queue without stopping the karaoke party. Big screen karaoke, so you can connect an extra screen to upgrade your karaoke game at home. It's absolutely free to sign up, and this will allow you to have 3 songs every day to sing along. If you do want a little bit more fun and to have unlimited songs per day, you can also sign up for the premium account, which I do have a promo code for you, which is ESCNUSH24, which will allow you 2 months of premium for free. I will put all of the links down in the description below. You can also cancel anytime if you don't like the app, and why not have a bit of fun this season? It is definitely the year to sing along, that is for sure. Sadly, however good this year is, I do want to address the elephant in the room here with the whole me not reacting to Israel's song. Put out a statement on why I didn't react, so if you are still wondering why that is the case, look over on the community tab and see what I said there. But this has got nothing to do with anyone that is Israeli. Just want to make that clear. Especially nothing against Eden herself. She is a very young and very talented girl with a very, very strong song. I'm just not going to be doing a reaction this year, and that's just how it's going to be. Okay, without further ado, let us get into this and see what my top 15 were. I'm going to go in order, but I'll be honest, I'm not saying that I particularly prefer these songs over one another. I will be doing a semi-final predictions video later down the line, hopefully in a week or 2, but I've been struggling with that. This is where I stand from the moment anyway. In my 15th place, I have put Spain, Nebulosa. What a curveball and Benidorm Fest that was this year. I don't think anyone was expecting this to happen. They blew us away with their just vivacious, charismatic and energetic performance. Even though it's not really the most polished song out there, I do think it's gonna really bring the fun to the stage of Malmö, and Spain has never really sent anything like this before. I know a lot of people won't like this, but the majority will have a lot of fun with this. Yeah, the lyrics are a little bit risque. What's new? It's just nothing that hasn't happened in the contest before. It's so infectious. You can't help but sing this out loud. It's such a crowd pleaser, and I think with this year's contest specifically, those kind of songs are the ones that are going to do well. This could creep into the left-hand side of the leaderboard, but I'm not too sure. I think we have stronger songs in this year's contest, don't get me wrong, but this will be a fun song. Everyone's going to have a hoot singing along to. In my 14th place, I have put Luxembourg. That is, of course, Italy with the song Fighter. I honestly thought this was going to be in my top 5 originally. And then all the other songs started coming out. I just saw more potential in the other songs. I have been playing this though a lot, and I had been even when I listened to the national final in Luxembourg. I know that this song is very strong, and it was the right song for Luxembourg to send for their first time. I just don't know what's going to happen with the staging with this. I think she is a really good performer, but I'm not too sure how I feel about the whole aesthetic of where it is right now. And we do have a lot of strong females this year, so I don't know if this song is quite good enough to be in the top 10, but I see it doing well. I think a lot of people will give points to Luxembourg because it's their first time back and it is a strong song, so anything can happen with this, and I still really love this. In my 13th place, I have put Lithuania, Sylvester Bell, Look Telk, and I feel bad, honestly. Any of these even being in this position on my list feels like a crime, because this also is another absolute banger that I have been playing, and I just think the whole aesthetic that he has on the stage, he's really going to get the audience's attention once again. I feel like I'm going to be saying that a lot in this video, but it's a very catchy song. Lithuania is in a spot where they are getting better and better every year. I just think that there is stronger songs with this kind of genre that I'm going to mention coming ahead in terms of the performance, although this performance is still amazing and another really good song. My 12th place, I have put Switzerland, and that is of course by Nemo with the song Code. I feel like this also deserves to be higher because there's winning potential in this one, I think, but I also think the same with any of the next ones that I'm going to be talking about, so just bear that in mind when I'm saying this. It's such an interesting song from the beginning to the end. I think Nemo's voice is super unique. They've got a range from low to high like there's no other. The operatic side of this, but also very contemporary and fresh. So I think this song does tick all the boxes, and I really wasn't expecting Switzerland to have such a strong entry this year. Okay, in my 11th place, and I have put Norway with Gatte and Ulveham. This is another really great entry, super Norwegian to its roots, but also you've got this rock element in here that is super captivating. I mean, their performance in general, it's pretty impossible to be bored with this. It's very unique. I really like how the staging, when we saw it, was done. I would keep it exactly the way it is. I like the darkness of it. It's just not super radio friendly. I would say maybe on the rock charts this would do really well. In fact, I could see this 100% doing well in the rock charts. I think that would be the only thing that is an issue potentially, but overall this is one of my favorite Norwegian entries, even though Norway is continuously giving us quality. I mean, it could completely blow everyone away that this could be top 5, but at this point of time with the other songs, I'm not quite too sure. Let us move on to my next placement, and that is my 10th place for Sweden. I have put Marcus and Martinez with the song Unforgettable here. That staging is absolutely insane. I actually think this might be the best staging we have this year overall. If I was ranking this out of staging, it is unforgettable because of the performance, but the actual song itself I haven't actually felt the immediate connection with as some of the other top contenders I have that I will talk about after this. I do, however, see this being a really good host song for Sweden to have. It is literally welcoming everyone in, saying this year is the year of the party. It is a very good example of this year's contest and the songs that we have. So I do think it's very relevant for this year, and it fits in like a jigsaw puzzle. Even though I know they are Norwegian, Marcus and Martinez, it doesn't matter. This is exactly what people are looking for when they think of Sweden. In my 9th place, I have put France, Slimane with the song Je t'aime. Now, this song was the first song that we had to come out many moons ago. So the fact that I've got this still in my top 10 is definitely saying something. I 100% see this doing very well. I think that it is very catchy, heartfelt, and You just feel all the pain in his body in this song. It is also very French. They don't really stray away from that. Let's be honest. I'm not a ballad person. I think this is the only ballad that I have this year that I am super convinced that this would be potentially top 5 material. I haven't put it in my top 5 as you can see, but that doesn't mean that it's not going to win. I think that any of these songs could potentially win it. This will be a really nice breath of fresh air from all the other party songs that we have. In my 8th place, I have put Marina Sati from Greece. This and Armenia are going to be very similar. I am just so happy that we have a traditional number here from Greece. And when I saw her song Mantiza, I knew that she had the potential to bring us a really different, unique number for Greece. And we do have that this year. So she is definitely going to stand out. She knows what she's doing on the stage as well. I just hope that they really bring that energy and the vibe that we had from that music video to the stage. We need those Greek stereotypes in that. I think a lot of people are going to love that. And if we have that, I'd be shocked if this isn't in the top 10. Would be a shame if this doesn't qualify, but I do see this qualifying. I would be surprised and very upset if it doesn't, but we're gonna have a lot of tears in those semi-finals, so we just need to prepare ourselves. In my 7th place, I have put Armenia with Lada Niva with the song Jacko. You're probably thinking, no, you're biased, you're always putting Armenia in the top 10. I'm gonna be a little bit biased because, you know, Armenians are very proud of their heritage, and I'm very proud of this song. I'm very proud that the delegation for Armenia have decided to send something traditional. We haven't had this for a very long time, and a lot of people are craving this from Armenia. To have this really ethnic bop with those ethnic vibes in there, I'm just very happy, and I love the band. I've been a fan of the band for a very long time, so it would be stupid for me not to put them in my top 10. They are definitely really good live performers, and they're great at getting the crowd's attention, and I don't think people are going to be bored with this. It's bringing so much happiness to the contest. I mean, we have a lot of happiness in this contest, but it's just adding to the party that we're going to have in Malmö. Probably one of my favorite entries from Armenia in a very, very long time. In my 6th place, I have put Ukraine, the song Teresa and Maria, another really heartfelt song that, I mean, I knew when I heard that Jerry Heil was even in the mix that this could be the year, just because, like, I loved her song from last year, and she has perfected her talent and brought us Aliona. Aliona is an amazing rapper, and that addition to this song really elevates it. It has a really wholesome melody about it that takes you back to those traditional sounds, especially coming from the church. It has that feeling, and then it is very spiritual, this song. I think a lot of people are going to connect with this because we do have some dark songs in this year's contest too that might not be for everyone. I think this will definitely go to a wider audience in that sense, and Ukraine has not failed us with their staging, so I can only see this being elevated. Really do think this is going to do well. I'd be surprised if it doesn't. I have been playing this one again whenever I've been really feeling like I need something to like feel grounded with. I feel like this song does it every time. Let us move on to my 5th place, and I have put Finland. This is Windows 95, man. No rules. The fact that they actually had to change their logo because of the rules of Eurovision is so funny. I'm dying. I don't know if you saw the new version, but they've blurred out the shirt. That just made me laugh. Anyway, I've loved this song ever since I heard it in UMK being even going forward. I had the feeling that this was going to go forward, but I genuinely didn't think that people were going to vote for this as much as they did, and I am very happy about it. However, now hearing the other performers and the talent, no, this isn't the strongest vocally, but it is going to get people's attention, and it's a very, very fun song. You cannot deny that. Can't help but sing along to it or dance to this and be mesmerized with that performance, which just elevated the song in every single way. Yeah, people might hate how cringe it is or whatever you may think of it, but that is just how you want to perceive it. I don't see it like that. I see it as a very entertaining number. Don't think this is going to be a winning song. I actually think that Ukraine or even France, even Sweden has more of a chance of winning than this song. I think some people are going to absolutely hate it and some people are going to really love it, so it is hard right now for me to judge where it's going to come, but for me, I still really love this song and I have been playing it again and again. In my fourth place, I have put Italy with the beautiful Angelina Mango and the song La Noia. Thought this was going to be one of the only traditional numbers this year, and we have had obviously a couple more. I just love her so much. I love this song. I love her energy. Again, I need an energy tally at this point. She brings this just effortless flair onto stage with this very up-tempo Latin beat in here that I had never heard coming from Italy, so this was very refreshing for me to see. And also a female. We haven't had Italy send a female in a very, very long time, not counting Victoria in Måneskin, but a solo female. It was really nice for me to see that, and been waiting for that for a very long time. She's got the talent in her roots, with her father being that iconic Italian singer Mango. She knows how to do this. I think she is 100% perfected in her skill, and I think we are going to see that in Italy. I don't know what they're going to do with the staging, but even when we saw her in Sanremo, that was good enough. I feel like the simplicity was really nice. In the music video though, it's definitely showing us she can bring a little bit more to the stage, so I am very excited to see what they do with this, but I will be shocked if this is not top 5. I would be. She is so good at singing. The juries are gonna like this, and I think that the televoters are just gonna be so captivated by her, and just the song, it's got so much good vibes in it. It's gonna be hard not to like and pick up the phone and vote for. The top 3, I think I've been playing the most out of any of the songs this year. Again, that's hard to say because I've been playing a lot again and again, but these I think maybe at least once a day, twice a day. So that moves on to my third place, Austria with the song We Will Rave by Kalin. I mean, this has just got me written all over it. This year has got me written all over it, but this has really been, I should have known with the title that I was gonna like this, but with how many good songs there was coming out, I was like, there's no way this can be anything. And it came out and I was like, this is everything I liked about the early noughties in this song, with a really refreshing take. And Kalin is delivering with this vocally, with her ability to dance, and she's been in this contest for a very long time. I didn't know that she was actually like the stand-in for like Eleni Ferreira and like some other really big names in this contest. So I know that she knows this contest very well, and I think that she is going to deliver this in every single way. Now, the only thing that I would have with this song go wrong is maybe the staging. I do trust Austria to do that, although last year's Austrian staging and the year before that wasn't quite there, so that could be the only downside. But the song itself is so playable, and I think a lot of people are gonna get that throwback nostalgia feeling that I get every time I listen to this. It really is one of the best Austrian entries that I've experienced, so I don't see why this would go down in my rankings, and I really hope that it does qualify. I think the televoters and the jury would both vote for this if it's executed the way that I think it's going to go down. Okay, so that takes us to my second place, and that is Croatia, Rim Tim Tagidim by Baby Lasagna. And this was not a shocker, but probably the biggest underdog situation that could have been in this year's contest. If you don't know, this song was actually not even in the lineup at Fedora 20. Someone had to pull out because they were sick or something, and then Baby Lasagna was put into the rankings, and he wrote this song in his bedroom on a whim, I believe. It was super like not really taken too seriously, but at the same time you could see the passion that he has for this contest, because this song and the performance has so much dedication to the contest in many ways. And we all knew that this was the strongest song in Dora, so it wasn't a shock. But the fact that he is now in my second place, and also I think he's first in the odds. He is still first in the odds to win this whole contest. So I really do think he could do this, and if he does, that would be like the biggest rags to riches story here for Eurovision. And I just really like his whole aesthetic. Like, they could do a little bit better with the staging overall. I mean, come on, this was just Fedora, and it's still overall winner in terms of the package that he performed on the stage. It's memorable, it's catchy, good energy, good beat. It changes up, especially with that whole techno bit with the cats, the neon cats. That was great. Vocals, obviously not the best in the whole contest, but it's good for what we need, and that is just to be a crowd pleaser yet again. And that is exactly what this is. I know everyone's going to get annoyed that I'm comparing to Karia, but Karia with Cha 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 last year did not win this. So I think people are still a little bit like, we want a song in a similar territory to win this. That might not be the case. I think in general this is a different song, but it definitely has inspiration from Karia, and that's okay. I think Baby Lasagna even mentioned he took inspiration from Karia with the performance and the song. It just shows that people still want to see songs like this, and I hope Baby Lasagna gets the notoriety that he deserves, because he does, 100%. So that then brings us to my first place. I'm giving my first place, I think the first time in Eurovision history for me, and that is the Netherlands with Joost Klein and the song Europapa. Na 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 Europapa. You know how I said that one of the biggest surprises was Austria? Okay, no, this was actually the ultimate surprise for me and a lot of people. It has, I think, the most watched Eurovision views. Let's see. I'm inclined. 11 million views. That's a lot. It is the most viewed in this year's contest. That's saying something about the music video, but I think the song itself as well. Like, this song is another flashback. We are getting that for sure, but we're also getting a lot of Dutch identity in here. First time we're hearing Dutch in a very long time. It's really, really nice to see that, but also have a very fun up-tempo number. It gets your audience's attention with the beat, but also the Eurovision references and the European references, which obviously everyone watching is from there, so they're gonna be either laughing or entertained by that factor. Then you've got that Gabba section in there, which I genuinely never thought I'd see the Netherlands have in their music, because we've been in this rut of just sending very pop-friendly numbers, and I just don't think that has been working for them. So the fact that we have something that is just really loud and in your face and very enjoyable at the same time it's just really, really nice for me to see. I honestly have not stopped playing this song. And then you've got that outro bit, which is super mellow and heartfelt, and about his parents passing away and how he used to watch Eurovision with them, and there's a lot of meaning in this song. Obviously, not everyone's going to understand that when they see this live. I'm hoping that the commentators do mention something about this, but I cannot wait to see what they do with the staging with this. I feel like it's going to be absolutely wild, and we need some Gabba dancing on the stage. We definitely will be seeing that, I'm sure. I saw Joost teaching Gabba to Alessandra from Norway last year on Instagram. It was quite funny. So I think we're going to see a lot of that. But yeah, the feeling of coming high to low is very powerful that it does that, and it's going to play with our audience's emotions, which not a lot of songs will do as much as this. I feel like that will therefore make people remember this more, as well as being an absolute bop. It's so good, and I can see this doing very well all over the world, as well as a lot of these songs. As I mentioned, this is the year of the party. Genuinely, this is for me. I can't wait to actually go there and experience it, see this very iconic year. This is definitely one that we're going to remember, and definitely I feel like we're in a simulation of the early noughties, because this is exactly how it felt when I first fell in love with Eurovision, having these really fun party songs that also just showed the world where these countries are coming from and had their ethnicity in there. And a lot of these songs have that this year, and that therefore makes it a very powerful and memorable year, in my opinion. They're not songs that just blend in with each other. Anyway, I thought I would have some honorable mentions here, because there is a lot of other good ones I haven't talked about. Albania's song this year, I really love what they did with the revamp here. I think that it's definitely helped it a lot. That drum and bass bit is really fun, and however they do the staging with this, I think a lot of people are going to resonate with this song, and definitely could see this in the final, as well as Georgia. For me, they're kind of in the similar territory. I know that Nutz's song for Georgia is probably a little bit more impactful than Albania's, I would say. This is a really, really good song from Georgia. I think I prefer her way more than last year, and she is an amazing performer. So it would be a shame if she doesn't go through. Oh, as well as Serbia. I'm so sad that I haven't even mentioned any of these in my top 15, because they deserve to be there too. But Theodora, this is going to be a really, really nice performance, as we saw in the final. There isn't really much here that I would change. I think maybe the outfits potentially. Super powerful song, very memorable, and I think a lot of people that are really sick and tired of the party songs are gonna vote for this. Denmark as well, I think I could 100% see this song in the final. I really like this song. I think it's better than anything Denmark sent in the last couple years anyway. So this one stood out to me, and I have been listening to this one as well. The UK, I also really like the song by Ollie Alexander. It's just not quite got anything in here that is making me go, this is a top contender for this year's contest. However, I do think we are going in the right direction with the UK, and it is still a bop. It is still going to be a song that a lot of people are going to have a lot of fun with, and I know Ollie Alexander is going to perform this good because that is what he's known for. Portugal song, that's another one I think could be in this year's final. I really love the staging with this one. It's just not the most catchy song for me that I am going to be playing on repeat, but this is meant for the stage, and I was blown away with this performance. I think that a lot of people again are going to vote for this one. Musty song, I think this is a really powerful, very David Bowie-esque vibes going on here. It's very unique in that sense, and I think that he brings something different to the Eurovision stage because of that, so I can't wait to see what he does with the performance, especially that last bit of the song. I really love those fans that he's brought in there. It's really a nice addition to the song, and I think that they will execute that really well. There's too many in here. There's honestly too many in here. I'm sorry if I haven't mentioned any other ones, but those were the ones that really stood out to me out of all of the songs that we have. The other ones I'm still definitely listening to, just not as much. I think we're just gonna have to wait and see with those performances where these are gonna go, because we don't know at the end of the day. I think that be stupid for anyone to really predict 100% this is going to happen, because it's just not possible, and I cannot wait. As I mentioned, this is definitely going to be a year to remember. I hope you all have enjoyed this season so far as much as I have, and I know there's some people that just haven't been really clicking with all of these, but not every year is going to be for you. It is for me though, that's for sure. There's a lot more to come our way. Of course, we have some revamps, some music videos. I've got my semi-final predictions and maybe some interviews, so please stay tuned for all of that leading up to the contest. And then of course we have Eurovision, which is literally in 2 months. But of course, that was just what I thought. I want to know what your top songs for Eurovision 2024 are. Please let me know down in the comment section below. I'm gonna go, and I'll see you very, very soon. Bye bye.